6 minutes, Madam. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Dr. Tibbetts. Conestoga College took in
Excuse me, I'm having trouble hearing you. Be a little loud. Thanks.
I'll restart.
Sorry.
Well.
Okay. Conestoga College took in 84,000 international students in 4 years. In 2023, they took in more than the U of T, UBC, and UCalgary combined. And this had an incredibly negative impact on the cost of housing, availability of healthcare services, and created a youth jobs crisis in the region. But yet, Conestoga College's operating surplus went from $3 million in 2015 to $252 million.
No. Wait.
In 2024. Dr. Tibbetts, in 2024, in an article in Guelph Today, you were quoted as saying, some of them, international students, live like that, 14 to a house in slumlord housing, because they don't want to pay more than $400. You are still requesting record number of foreign students permits. Is that correct? You are on mute.
Monsieur Tibbetts, vous êtes sur
Mr. Tibbetts, you are on mute.
No, we've always worked with both the federal government, provincial government, and the local communities. That's why we took in that many students. I mean, we could find places for all those students. This is a massive area. We're not just in Kitchener, Waterloo, and Guelph. We're across
but
Brantford, Milton.
Madame Ripple-Garner.
But the cost of a one-bedroom rent in your region went up by 35%, over $500 in a very short period of time. Did the federal government ever ask you to tie your requests for foreign student permits to housing costs and availability in your broader region?
No.
No. Do you think you'd be able to have juiced foreign student permits to the levels that you did if the federal government had tied the number of foreign student permits they issued to your institution to housing availability and cost?
Well, it's more than the federal government. We were encouraged to grow in downtown Kitchener. We added 3,500 students there because we helped the city revitalize downtown, the same in Guelph and the same in Brantford and Milton. I mean, there was a huge demand. There was huge, I think in the fall of 22 in Ontario, there were 323,000 job vacancies, and we were asked to try to help solve that problem.
Thank you. So we just heard testimony that we should be decoupling foreign student permits from jobs. And now there is a substantive youth jobs crisis both in Canada but also in your broader region. Do you think, did the federal government ever ask you to link permit availability to job availability in the region?
Well, that's what we did. We did link the two. In fact, if you look at...
But recently?
I'm not aware that they did that, no, but we did it. That's what we did. In fact, our job placement rate for international students was 86% after 6 months after graduation.
Did the federal government ever ask you to take any responsibility for asylum claims, fraudulent asylum claims being made by foreign students who were issued permits to your institution?
Well, we're waiting.
Well, there was one statement made by Minister Miller, but as far as I'm concerned, that's Canadian Border Services. We are not. The first time we've ever heard anything about asylum seekers when Mr. Miller spoke to that.
Would you have not been able to juice foreign student permit numbers to the levels that you did if your institution had a financial liability tied to asylum claims or visa overstays made by foreign students at your institution?
Well, we were never involved in this from day one. We got involved in international enrollment back in the 90s. There was no money to be made. We didn't try to make money. We were just trying to meet skill shortage needs. That's all
I'm just making a note for the analysts because I think that's a recommendation that probably needs to be made after what happened at your institution. It was pretty bad.
No!
I noted that the Waterloo Regional Health Authority, they're now charging for non-residents to have births at their hospitals. The number of foreign student permits issued to your university or your institution had been tied to healthcare levels or healthcare support, would you have been able to access or juice student permits to the levels that you did?
We had our own healthcare center at the college. We had we invested in healthcare for the students. They could come, but we don't handle pregnancies at the college. But we had a full health center at the college.
Oh my God! Wow!
Including mental health services.
I mean, I got to say, it's kind of a mess, hey? I mean, you were quoted as saying in the Sioux College president David Orazietti some pretty wild things. You called him a whore.
What?
Yet I note that your salary is it's over $600,000. You are now the highest paid college university president in the province. We've heard some pretty bad things about foreign students at your college. How do you reconcile those comments you made about another university president with your present salary and the mess that the region now finds itself in due to your decisions to juice foreign student permits to that level?
Well, first of all, the region is not in a mess. And secondly, I did apologize about that matter. That was a mistake.
Okay. There's been a lot of polling that has said that Canada's immigration consensus is broken. Do you take any responsibility for that, given that you juiced foreign student permits to a level where healthcare, housing, and jobs clearly didn't have the capacity in your region?
Une courte réponse, s'il vous plaît, Monsieur Tibbetts, vous avez 10 secondes.
A short answer, Mr. Tibbetts, you have 10 seconds.
Well, first of all our students found housing, and they weren't all living in no, they did. They found
OK,
housing.
merci pour